welcome back to another podcast with your host Raja, and today we have the Leah as well, we co-host, and ring of the king, Ciaran Clarke. We don't have to introduce this guy. So nice to join us, Ciaran. Thank you very much.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
So we have few questions as usual,
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Appreciate that.
No problem.
What's Ciaran? What one thing you wish would you have to be know before you start your career?
Wish I had it on before I started. Yeah, probably would be that to not to stress too much with the future, you know.
Yeah.
And be thinking, you know, when this work out and on. Again, it's obviously I'm fully aware I lose, you know, my next two fights. Or, you know, things change. You know, it's a cruel sport. You know, you only lose your last fight, so I'm very aware of that as well. But yeah, maybe I probably would have tried to have something aside. You know, I used to work weekends to pay for the training up and down to Dublin, and you know, I would like to maybe say to myself, you know, try have something there that you could. But as I said, it would have been hard because of the trek to Dublin. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So look, young fighters that are looking to get into, try and have something there, not to fall back on, but like, you know, that if another passion, you know, like not, I wouldn't say passion because that could be a sole passion, but you know, to have something else there that's, you know, steady income coming in, or you know, something I'm thinking after, because we're not all going to be McGregor's or
exactly, yeah.
sorry, Logan Paul's around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's yeah, think ahead, you know, but don't stress too much, because I'd still be like that, thinking too far, thinking you know, anxious about it, you know.
Exactly.
What do you think made a difference between you and kind of the other lads that you were fighting up growing up when you started? Like, what kind of made you look for going pro?
I'd probably say the mentality, you know. I just noticed like I wasn't. I always picked the hardest rounds. I always, if you were told to do 100 pushes, I was doing 101.
Yeah.
You know, and
never give up.
Yeah, and if I was doing 100 and I failed at 90, you know, so be it. But he gave me all. You know, so maybe that's a separate. You know, I stuck at it. You know, I heard a quote before. It's not who's good, it's who's left. I'm still here, you know.
Exactly,
so obviously people could break that down and say, oh, you have to be good and look involved and everything else. But yeah, but the way I looked at it was, in my case anyway, I stuck at it long enough and I knew something good would come out of it, and here I am, having a bit of success, you know.
Did you find you kind of had that mentality just with the MMA, like it brought that out in you, or did you have that in general?
Yeah, because I was chatting to you before I played different sports, games, soccer and stuff, and I didn't really have that, you know. I definitely always was stubborn. I was always stubborn, you know, like I want, you know, I always had that mentality, I was stubborn, you know, but now like that mixed martial arts brought that in, you know, because it's such a tough sport, you have to bring it to the best of yourself, because if you don't, you will be left behind,
exactly,
you know? Or you can get hurt, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
If you Gaelic football, you lose a football match,
So
be it, you know, whereas if I lose a fight, or I could get knocked out, brain damage, everyone else lose your teeth, broken nose like the last fight, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, you can get hurt, you know. It's not darts or chess or football, or, you know what I mean, it's consequences.
That's part of your like, you know, games, you know. So Ciaran, what's your biggest failure in your life, and what's about to learn your failure this one?
Yeah, I think it was probably dwelling in the losses too much, you know, learning this a lot, losing this fight and that fight, and stressing too much, whereas, you know, when I think back, I had a lot of amateur fights, and, you know, think that even now, like, you know, things always work out, you know, because I'll be kind of stressing too much about the future, so that probably did dwelling in the losses too much, you know. Don't celebrate the wins too much. Don't you know, get too down over the losses. You know?
Exactly.
How do you feel about being an inspiration for young people, particularly in Drogheda? Do you feel like that adds any type of pressure to the way you're training and how you go to fights, or what way do you feel about it generally?
Yeah, it's definitely more pressure because you know, we started this at 15, and the next level you get to a certain position, a bit of success. You know, young lads come up to you, or saying you're an inspiration, and you know, parents saying wish their kids were like you, all this kind of thing, and you found out like yourself. It's definitely a bit of pressure, alright. I'd be laughing thinking if you only knew who I really was, but no, it's tough, like, you know, it is hard. It's not hard, like, I just kind of, like, you know, I just keep doing what I'm doing anyway, you know.
Exactly,
And if that's the way someone could see me, then that's something positive, then, you know. But it's definitely added pressure, or you know, you've more eyes than it's not just about you now, you know. Whereas that's why I get into it, you know. The way.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kiran, what advice you give, who start the new career for MMA fight?
Yeah, as I said, it kind of goes into the first question, I suppose. Try and have something aside there that they're not like, solely. I won't say solely focused on this, because I think if your happiness relies on this sport, solely, or anything like that, anything, a business, career, anything, I think you'd be let down a lot,
Yeah.
And that's life, So I think you have to have, another thing, whether that be you're passionate with your girlfriend, you're passionate with, your family, another hobby, I have dogs there,
Yeah,
so,
gotcha, yeah.
If I lose my fight, my next fight, the dog doesn't see me as a loser, he still wants to go for a walk,
Because, yeah.
So different things, you have to have. I'd say that, don't be, rely as this or any other passion as your happiness,
Yeah, exactly. So, who is your three people inspired you in your life? You are inspired,
Probably. It's probably
not three, even one, two, or whatever,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'd say probably the likes of I'll put my family into that one. The likes of my mum there, she was a single parent, 4 of us in the house. We grew up in a council house. We were on our own, and she worked really hard. It was
Exactly,
there's nothing that we never, there's nothing that we never didn't get or anything like that. We never felt left out or anything. We weren't looking for cars or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But that wantingness wasn't there anyway, So we went, she worked really hard and reared us the way we are and stuff. So likes my mum there, she had us young. My mum had me when I was 18. My brother, she was 20. So had us young, So obviously wouldn't have been hard. Put herself, but she had to. But I'd say my mum, and then probably and again with my family, my brother Darryl, there he is there, he's up at 5:30 every morning, and he used to compete as well, fight, and but now he's an apprentice plumber, he's nearly finished his apprenticeship, and he's up at 5:30 every morning, going out and doing up the sides of Dublin. It's very hard, getting up to
not
the
easy,
ball,
not
it's not
easy,
easy, and then he's able to come home and come up to train with me, So still have the energy for that. So things like that, or even my friends are delivery drivers, postmen and couriers up at Cox Road, for half 1 in the morning, and still been able to, be
head down, never give up. Happy,
and as well, again, another, what you say to people, but anyone that's able to stay on the good path, what I mean? So, I always stay in the good path, is able to stay in the straight and narrow, stay away from drugs,
Exactly,
be a man, because people think being a man is being tough or I don't know what they might think of, but that's very easy to get into drugs and completely easy route. But the hard route is actually, going to work and staying away from the bad thing. That's
exactly.
That's
very good for
actually inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. But young people as well like that. For look here for local hang around people like that. You are give a good example for people, So that's not easy job. Any kind of sports or like MMA fight or whatever, this kind of way. So you want to go,
Take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So if you are me, so what would you ask me? If you are my side, if you are there, so what you have to be asked to me?
So what would you like to ask you?
Yeah. What you have to be asked me? Any question?
Okay. What is your goal with the podcast and why did you start?
Why I'm start, because what is plenty of people say like that, so people hang around. My goal is there for podcast is my first steps. Kiran, what? If I'm inspired for one people, that's mean I get something achieved. I have to be motivate people. If you have talent, look, you come here, plenty of people know you. I have to be present this gym as well, ATF gym. So people come here, plenty of stuff here like that. Keep away from drugs, keep away from bad things, no waste the time. At least if like that we have the aim that plenty of people there, hang around, do nothing. If you have any kind of talent, any kind of, you are football, you are MMA fighter, kickboxer, bodybuilder, powerlifter, whatever you are, this is your PlayStation. You come here, give
Yeah.
your advice for everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's like our motto, like for a startup, like podcast for different
Yeah.
people. People talk about for podcast for own story and like this. I want to be motivate people.
Yeah.
That's my aim. That if that's my goal, like that. If 1 year or like 6 months or 1 month, if any kind of podcast, like I can motivate one people.
Yeah.
At least I achieve something.
Yes.
So
Course.
people come to right track.
Yeah. No, 100%.
So that's things. That's why I'm just start like that. One day I'm think about like that. I have to go there. I said like have to be. Do something.
Yeah.
No,
100%, yeah.
So that's why I like so then come here gym as well. So when you go gym, I have all the time in my mind goal something. I have to be achieve like 150 bench, go for 160.
Yeah.
At least you're disciplined in your life.
Yes.
It doesn't matter you achieve this one or not.
Yeah.
But you have to be disciplined in your life. Like what time you get up and go to gym.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, in
Yeah.
time to time.
Yeah. Course.
This kind of way. So that's
Yeah.
why we have to be motivate people like that. So
Like you said, lead by example.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why, like so, we have to be request like your people that you come here to motivate people as well. We give the example like that.
Yes.
Look, you have the local talent like you are like star of it.
Yeah.
So that's things people watch when I go there for to be honest, like work nightclubs or somewhere like that. Oh Raja, you podcast, is never
Yes.
coming on. Like
Yes.
what we are see your podcast.
Tell you.
That's very good. Plenty of people is good positive like the response. To be
Yes.
honest,
Yeah, of course,
Raja,
of
you
course.
are go right track. Like very good. We are very happy to you what you have to be did.
I know what you mean.
So
Yeah,
this thing.
that's brilliant. Man.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Kiran, to join us today, brother.
Of course,
I really appreciate that. So you have to become when you have the last fight, sir. No, it's coming fight.
Next fight is 3 weeks.
3 weeks left,
Saturday,
yeah.
So
Saturday. So
3
hopefully
weeks
I was in I was going to holiday. So when I come back, so hopefully after fight you win the fight. Best wishes with you. And
Brilliant.
so
Thanks,
the
man.
people
Thanks,
ask a lot of
Raja.
prayers and best wishes. You
course,
bring
man.
the belt here, and we are in the game podcast.
Yeah, thank you. You're doing great things with the podcast and appreciate it. Thanks to ATF for having us here as well. So
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
it.
very much, sir, guys. Look after your family, look after your friends. Whatever you want, you can do, but right things, not a bad things. See you next podcast. Love you all.